Welcome to African Women Podcast, a space where we celebrate women leading change across Africa. From sustainability to innovation, to leadership and empowerment, we bring you conversations with inspiring women shaping the future. Join us as we explore their journeys, challenges, and the impact they are making, one story at a time. This is more than just a podcast. This is a movement for progress, resilience, and the Africa we want. My name is Melissa Babil, and I'm an African Union Media Fellow from Mozambique. This is the African Women Podcast. Let's dive in. Maputo Protocol, Article 13, Women shall have equal economic and social opportunities. Agenda 2063, Aspiration 6, Empowered Women drive inclusive growth and sustainable development. Women are Africa's economic backbone, yet they own only 13% of the continent's land. How can we break the cycle of poverty when women are still being left out? The Maputo Protocol guarantees women equal economic rights, but in reality, most African women still struggle to access credit, land, and high-paying jobs. The Agenda 2063's vision for women's economic empowerment is already in motion. Let's see. Welcome to today's episode where we spotlight the inspiring leaders of Africa. And today we have Lwendo Choongo. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. So Lwendo is a founder of Prolight, and today she's going to talk about what she does in her organization and where it started and how is it going. So please tell us, how did it all started with Prolight?
Okay, so Prolight, I will start by telling you what we do.
Yes,
That's
yes.
okay. Yeah,
exactly.
So Prolight is a youth-led organization. I like to say we are 100% youth-led because the board, the people running it are young people. We have no one above 35.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So we're a youth-led organization currently working to fight poverty and injustice through empowerment.
Okay.
So ours is to fight climate change and poverty because poverty and climate change go hand in hand. And for us, we believe that if we can fight poverty and climate change, our world will be safe to live in.
Yeah, much better.
Yeah,
much
so
better.
we've been doing that through women empowerment. Yeah, so that's what we do. So Prolight started in 2020, and since 2020 we've been in existence. We formally registered the organization in 2023 and established a youth hub last year, 2024.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah.
And what are the activities that you do in your organization? You mentioned women empowerment, so what do you do exactly?
Okay, so with women empowerment programs, we have various programs going on. So we have a skills training program where we've been empowering women in various skills like makeup, upcycling, where we teach them how to make home decor out of waste products, recyclable waste like bottles. We also have baking classes. We have cooking for events classes. We have tailoring. So we have various skills being taught under the skills program. Apart from that, we also have another program we're calling the Girl Zuha, which means Girl Wake Up, where we teach women and girls how to start a business, entrepreneurship trainings, and So under that, we also teach them how to protect themselves from vices that affect them. So gender-based violence, HIV and AIDS, and teen pregnancy.
Okay. And you mentioned that you started the organization in 2020.
Yes.
So how it went, 2020 we were locked up at home with COVID because of the pandemic. So how did it go?
Yeah, so it wasn't easy in 20, though it wasn't actually 20. I couldn't really say 20, the idea was there. I don't know if you would know. Yeah. The idea has been there before 2020, but I can say we formally started our work in 2020 because in 2020 we started having online sessions on various awareness trainings online. We would have some awareness raising on the streets with our masks on, of course. Yes, so we've been active since 2020.
Okay. And how many women you have impacted so far?
Since 2020, I can say over 1,000 women have been impacted by Prolight Foundation.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Yes.
And all in which province of Zambia?
So mostly our headquarters right now is in Kitwe. So mostly our work is around the Copper Belt. So around the Copper Belt.
Interesting. Yeah. So here in Lusaka, you don't have any headquarters
for
now?
For now, no.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I hope you expand.
We are expanding, yes.
Yeah. Can you explain how it works, the initiative Waste for Cash?
Okay, so like I said, we've been working on poverty alleviation and climate change.
Yeah.
So we know that if we don't work on climate change, it will bring us back to poverty, because when disasters happen, people go back to poverty. Like recently, Zambia had its drought last year, and people went back to poverty. People that rely on farming could not get their farming inputs like they expected, and they were hungry. So we know that we can't do without the other.
Yeah, definitely.
And so ours has just been to make sure that we put in measures to see that there's something being done to protect our environment. So we have an initiative called the Waste for Cash project, where we buy and sell recyclable waste. So this is also a way of empowering women in the community, not just women but everyone in the community, because ours has been to show people that the waste you produce can actually be used to earn a living. So ours has been the Waste for Cash has been there to sensitize members of the community to take up recycling as another source of income, like an extra source of income. So we have been advocating, raising awareness in the communities on how they can collect recyclable waste and sell it to recycling companies. And by doing that, we've been creating opportunities for these women and these young people in the communities and families to earn extra income, also fighting poverty in the process. So we've also been buying the waste to just encourage them and maybe create
your organization.
Yes, we've been buying waste to also help them set up easily, and like where they have to maybe move longer distances to sell these recyclable waste. So we've been a channel. So we buy from them and sell to recycling companies.
Okay. What are the challenges you have faced while running your initiatives?
The biggest challenge would be resources.
Oh,
when you're a young person and you're running an idea, I think the most challenging part of it is resources to implement your project.
Yeah.
And that has been the biggest challenge so far.
And how and you have a lot of skills development in your organization, like tailoring, makeup. So how did you start it exactly with your own resources?
Okay, so at first we were running with our own resources, where we relied on donations, subscriptions, because we have a lot of young people under the organization that are volunteers. So sometimes we would rely on subscriptions, monthly subscriptions, and just donations. But earlier last year we got a fund from Bloomberg Philanthropy, and
congratulations.
Thank you. And so we managed to set up a youth hub, which we are currently using for trainings and the trading of waste. So it's more like a center for the buying and selling of the waste, and also a center for the trainings.
For the trainings,
yes. So currently we've been okay, but also sustainability.
You need more.
Yes. And so apart from that, we've been running as a business, as a business. So we're more like a social enterprise.
Yeah.
So when these young people and women come to get these skills, they get them at a minimum fee, just to help us be more sustainable and make sure that our projects can still go on even after our funding.
Yeah, I understand. So what role do you believe women should play in driving sustainability and environmental resilience?
I really think that women play a very big role because women are leaders naturally.
Yeah,
I feel
definitely.
like, in the community, you need women to run most of the things that happen. In the African setup, women are leaders in farming, women are leaders in families because they have to lead the whole family, raise children, organize things. So I believe women are leaders naturally. And so we need them in most of these spaces. We need them in every aspect. I feel like when we have women in most of these spaces, I feel like everything becomes easier because a woman is naturally a leader, and how organized something is when a woman is in it is different from where you have a bunch of men running something. And so
and it brings diversity and inclusivity.
It does.
So how do you engage with the community, especially women and youth, to take ownership of sustainability practices?
Okay, so how we engage with them? Firstly, we focus on raising awareness. We focus on teaching them the importance of them being involved. I feel like when they know that they have to be involved and the benefit of them being involved, it really just helps them do it passionately. It helps them take charge and take their place when they need to. And so for us, awareness has been the key to getting them involved, raising awareness, letting them know that this is not about your government, this is not about your relevant authorities, most people would look at it. It's about you taking action, it's about you speaking out, it's about you taking your place where you need to.
Oh, very interesting. So what does it mean to be an African woman?
For me, being an African woman means everything. It means being resilient. It means being a leader in my community. It means taking charge. It means being there when I need to. It doesn't mean me sitting back. It means me being interested in my community, being interested in everything that involves my community. Because when you come from Africa, you know that it takes a whole village to raise a child. I believe it takes a whole village to make impact. So I believe being an African woman is being resilient, taking action, being there, showing up,
and making it happen. And what is it, the Africa that you want to see?
The Africa that I want to see is the Africa that rises up, shows up, and takes their place.
Ooh, amen to that. Amen to that. Where do you see Prolight in 5 years?
I see Prolight in many countries in Africa.
Come to Mozambique.
Yes, we will. I see Prolight in many countries in Africa. I see Prolight taking action, taking the lead, making women more aware about the things that affect them, making women more resilient, making women know about the power they have, and making women show up. I feel we have a lot of women that just feel there's no need to show up. So in 5 years, we want to see more women in Africa taking their place.
Yeah, taking their place.
Yes.
Everywhere. And being prosperous.
And being prosperous.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Lwendo. This was a very nice conversation.
Thank you for having me.
I hope Prolight takes you all across 55 countries of this continent. So I wish you nothing but good things with your organization.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Cut. Before we close this magnificent episode, please share with us in the comments below What is it the Africa that you want? See you next time.